Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today for May I Scraplift You, we are scrapjacking Jessie B scrapbooking. Now I went way back in her Instagram to find this one. I think this is like a 2021 or 2022 layout. We've got some what looks to be a paper cutting or a die cut florals, a little bit of mixed media, and some stamping. So I have my stuff here and my never-ending kit, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I'm starting out with this piece of paper from Simple Stories. It is a pink pattern paper with some yellow flowers on it. And I am going to back this little cut file. I could not tell you where it came from, you guys. I am so sorry. It's been in my stash for years. And I am on a mission to get through some cut files. Just get them out, right? So I'm going to back it, and I'm going to do that by tracing and then cutting. And let me tell you, I got me a new pair of scissors, and these are some of the Tim Holtz tonic scissors, and man, are they beautiful. There are 3 sizes of the ones that, they sell in the Hobby Lobby, and I got the middle and also the large size. I did not get the tiny size. Now, I am going to struggle with backing this cut file, and I'm going to struggle a couple different times. So this first time, I can't figure out how the heck it goes on, right? Like I can't figure out where it lines up and matches. So I literally had to take the portion that I cut out, pop it back into the original piece of paper, and then figure out how I cut it out, which is a little ridiculous, but it works. So if there's a time where you can't get it cut, like figured out, just pop it back in the paper and then you'll be able to figure it out. Now I am going to trim out and go ahead and get a lot of the little bits done. I'm going to do the same thing for the green leaves. So today was rainy and yucky for most of the day. And I don't know why, but my allergies are kicking. You would think that the rainy and yuckiness would kind of like push down the pollen and the cottonwood, because holy cow, you guys, I don't know if I talked about this last year in the springtime. I know we are practically in summer in most of the place across the country here in the US, but it still feels a little springy around here because it's still chilly. But the cottonwood that just floats in the air, it's like snowing, and man, does it irritate me. Which is fine. I take allergy pills and stuff, but I was hoping that the rain would kind of push all of that down, but it did not. Anyway, look at me go back in this cut file. So this is a photo of Christopher and I at the winery. It is still my favorite winery. It's Kincannon in Livermore, California. And this was us last year. We actually flew back to California for a weekend and did some things. We went to a spa and to the winery. And guys, I love this winery. It's so peaceful and relaxing. It's just gorgeous. You see the rolling hills and the vines, and sitting outside and just enjoying that. It's definitely a favorite. Okay, so I am going to use my Nouveau Deluxe, which is almost gone in this bottle, to back the cut file, just daubing ever so slight little bits of glue onto it. And then I am going to go ahead and get the yellow portion down for the big part here. Now, you guys, I don't even pay attention that there is a hole in this piece of paper, because this came from a Cartabella paper pad. Cartabella? Echo Park, one of them. And their paper pads have holes in them. I don't even notice that. I'm not even paying attention to it. Then I'm going to struggle figuring out which direction, again, just like I did with the floral portion of the cut file. would struggle with it to figure out which direction it goes. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a freaking hole in it. I'm like, I could probably camouflage that. I'll put a flower or something on there. And then I'm like, do I want to have to camouflage it? Do I want to, is this like a, something I want that on my page that I must do? And I ultimately decide that it's not. So I'm going to get rid of that piece of yellow paper, and I am going to go to my stash. I'm not going to pull anything from this version of the Neverending Kit, and I am going to find this yellow paper instead. The reason why I chose the yellow was because of the yellow florals in the background paper. So I just want to make sure that I can cut this cut file and not have any freaking holes in the paper while I'm doing it. So I go ahead and do that, and then I have the photo of Christopher and I, and then I decide that the photo needs to be matted because why not? I did originally think about matting this in white, but I didn't. I ended up pulling out this floral paper here, and I went ahead and matted it with that. I'm going to cut the cut file ever so slightly so that I can tuck the photo down. I actually don't know if I've already done that or if I still need to do that because I'm talking about the layout and I'm not really looking at it. I did tear. This is not on the layout that I am jacking, but I felt like I needed to add a little bit of something else here. I really did like that plaid paper, that color combination with the floral, and I liked the two patterns together. However, you couldn't see the currently die cut that I have going on right here, and that was the main reason why I tore this paper, was because you couldn't see that die cut. So why would I tear the paper to eliminate that problem, only to bring the problem in one more time with a different patterned paper, even though I really like the way it looked. I am going to take some fun foam, and then I'm going to pop this entire thing up. So my cut file has kind of turned into a large photo mat, and then I've got the word currently, and I am also going to find some words to go with currently. Now I was thinking about doing something like currently in love, currently, you know, loving life, something positive and, you know, affirming and stuff like that. But I decided to just go with currently us, and then I'm going to take these florals, these gold and white florals, which I feel are awkward anyway. Like, these are some awkward flowers. And I'm going to mess around with these guys for a good minute or so. Well, it'll only be a minute or so on the video because I've sped it up. But I feel like I mess around with these florals forever, and I couldn't figure out the best way to put them. I thought that those looked like kind of like two boobies right there, or at least a bra or something. I was like, that can't go there. That's not appropriate. So we went ahead and moved that. And like I said, I am messing around with these florals forever. I can't get them to work exactly the way I want them to work. Like I said, they're just an awkward floral. So it wasn't oh, I could save these for another layout. Since the florals themselves felt awkward, no matter what layout I was going to try them on, it was going to feel weird to me. So I just decided, get it on this layout, get it done, and then be happy about it, right? So now I'm going to bring in some other kinds of florals, and these are, pretty sure these are, maybe they're Prima something or other, but I am going to kind of figure out where I want them to go, and I am not using leaves like we're in the layout that I'm jacking, but I figured the florals were close enough, and a scrap jack doesn't have to be exact, right? I wanted to say exactamundo right there, right then, and I don't know why, because it's really not a term I use. I can't remember the last time I said exactamundo, but yeah, for some reason that just popped in my head. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how sometimes weird stuff, isn't it weird how weird stuff? Okay. Maybe we can think of some better adjectives. But I'm always surprised. What, am I really surprised? Not really. This is the inner monologue that's going on in my head right now while I'm trying to tell you the story, and instead of, just listening to the inner monologue and keep on speaking to you guys, the inner monologue is overtaking my mouth and out it comes. So, now I forgot what I was going to say. It's fine. It's fine. And the layout's done. Look at that. Okay. Put the flowers down. I put some enamel dots on top of them. And then I did some gold splatter to represent the mixed media on Jessie B's layout. And that's going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thanks to Crystal for this amazing series that she created. And check out the playlist down below. Thanks so much for watching. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.